Star Wars? Star Wars.
I say.
Chewbacca? Star Wars or yeah.
I say.
Is that your people? Chewbacca. Dude, that is not yours. That is not yours. That's not yours. I'm gonna do
Being a teen is really hard. Everyone's been there, but I don't think everyone remembers how hard it is.
High school, you know, as a kid, you hear a lot about whether high school is going to be this magical, life-changing moment, or if it's going to be this, you know, it's just kind of a thing you go through until you get to college.
I used to have to eat lunch in the bathrooms because I don't know, I wouldn't be able to eat in front of people or do anything in front of people, so I'd go at lunchtime, I'd just sit in the bathroom, and a lot of times I'd be crying.
I would say that suicide is definitely a real issue and one that we try to deny the existence of, but Arizona has some of the most astounding statistics in the nation.
Children being bullied in schools, and Arizona being kind of at the bottom of that list of like 40% of 8th graders being bullied in their schools compared to about 20% nationally.
You don't know anyone, so you try to make friends, and only to get pushed to the sidelines, and then so you get used to being on the sidelines.
I remember being very quiet, very isolated.
I've been bullied from kindergarten all the way to 9th.
Like schooling, after it happened, schooling got really hard for me, and like being around the school where it happened and being there was really hard. I think a lot of the teachers didn't understand, but there's a lot of the times where I just had to I just broke down crying. And
all the kids and stuff, nobody would, well, there was no being nice to each other.
I try to go to school to try to forget about what is happening with my brother and my dad, but then I go to school and then have to deal with really mean kids. So I was just trying to find a place to let all that loose, and so that's why my sister recommended Stand and Serve. Is this thing on? Okay.
That's part of the rap.
So thank you for just letting me pop out of my shell and making me the person I am today.
I joined Stand and Serve in 1999.
My friend was in it first, so she invited me to go.
Because of when I joined Stand and Serve and the amount of time that I've dedicated to it throughout the past years, it's sort of single-handedly shaped who I am as an individual.
Stand and Serve is this organization, and we basically preach and teach about what we see in the world and what is happening in the world. and how to fix it, how to solve it.
The kids come from a variety of different backgrounds. A couple of things that really keep them together is their passion for creating a world where everybody feels safe and is treated equally with respect.
They're amazing. They come from all different walks of life, and they are enthused and they're energetic, and it's what it's about. It's for them. They have the guts to be good. They have the guts to be unique and to be special and to be themselves.
Kids go to school or they go home and they don't feel safe and they don't know how to cope in a healthy way, or they don't feel like they have someone to talk to.
Stand and Serve really helps give resources out to help people end that violence and help people overcome violence. And
imagining a world where you have these youth who grow up in without harm and grow up in a safe environment where they learn to respect each other to the fullest degree. And what happens when all those youth grow up and become the people in positions of power?
How do we get people into homes, and how do we give them shelter after they leave an abusive situation, and how do we heal the scars, and how do we provide counseling or therapy? And all of those things are really vital and important. But the way that I think about it in my mind is, what if those things never happened?
Whatever way someone needs to be empowered, especially at such an impressionable age as an adolescent, Stand and Serve is there for that.
You can be who you are there. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not just to fit in.
It really is saving their lives. It's so needed. Kids need it. Absolutely.